am Turch. With me is my co-host, the CEO, the man who lies and writes then another lie. It's Kieran.
Oh, thank you. What lies are you referring to?
We're playing Jackbox.
Yeah.
Because, having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And we're playing the fibbage game. And you're like, you have to write a truth and a lie.
Yeah.
And you wrote a lie.
Yeah.
This is a lie. And the other one was, this is also a lie.
That's right.
And then...
You're annoyed because you didn't get the right answer.
And then you did it again.
I did. I did. Turch, I want to tell you, it's not quite lying, but it's sort of like...
It's entertaining lies.
It's entertaining. People think you might have done something that you didn't actually do. Mm-hmm. Without going into too much detail, my household, the household that I live in with my two other fellow renters in that household, decided, another housemate of mine decided that someone needed to be sent some flowers and a card. And I said, that is a brilliant idea. I think we should send flowers and a card. I concur. But he also wanted to add chocolate.
Yeah.
To this.
Okay.
And I put this. I was like, no. The chocolate's going too far. The chocolate is too far. The flowers and the card will be sufficient enough.
Perfect.
We don't need to go further with the chocolates because I'm like, we're males. This is going to a female. We're so far down the ladder that they will be amazed, and they will be so like, oh my god, they're so nice. We did something. Thinking about someone else rather than thinking about our own needs, that, the flowers take us up from 0 to 100%.
It's true.
The chocolate would have only got us to maybe 110%. There was no real value add of the chocolate.
Once you get to that 100 line, you don't need to do anything else.
That's right. But then I outmaneuvered. So my housemate orders it. He sends it, and I outmaneuver him, and I go. I send a message saying, privately, wishing you well.
Backtrack. Make sure everyone understands. The flowers were from three
individuals,
individuals in a household, but the household
sent the flowers.
Flowers, yes.
But I send a message privately. Saying, thinking of you, hope you enjoy the flowers, all the best, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Which, thank you so much for being so considerate. So I've got the brownie points.
Well done.
This person, I haven't lied, but this person now thinks that I'm the one that arranged the whole flower situation. And I'm fine with that. And my housemate's annoyed at me, but he can't, this is beautiful, he can't say anything. He can't go, Kieran's an asshole, it was me, because then it's taking it away from, their thing.
This is exactly the same as the George Costanza Big Salad episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
This is the same sort of thing when my mum used to buy gifts for my family members.
Yeah.
And then they'd open it up and they'd like it, and I'd be like, "Oh, I chose it."
Well,
and mum would be like, "Oh, you've done such a good job. How did you know? You've done
well
so well."
Played there. Well played.
It's a nice, simple sort of thing, because then you can go, if everyone gets upset, you go, "Nah, just kidding. It was a team effort."
Yeah.
It was a team effort. I was part of it.
I
just didn't put my name at the end of the card.
Yeah.
Or chip in $50 and someone else go get the gift. I was definitely part of this negotiation process to get you the right gift at the right time, especially for you at this time of need.
Now, I want to know, on a card, I don't know what the etiquette is. In academic papers, first author is a big deal, right? First author is you've done basically all the fucking work.
Yeah.
And then everyone else has tried to get their name on the papers.
Yeah.
And then the last name on the paper is generally the professor, the heavy hitter, who you sort of need to suck up to them because you need to get their name on the paper because they're networked, yada, 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 right?
Yeah.
Is the card situation the same in the order that you write the names?
I'm not quite sure. I think with cards, you try to go alphabetical. But
No.
that's the thing. I say that,
But my family would write cards from like the Thorpe family, and it would be like from Tracy, Greg, Chris, Michelle, and Kieran. I was always last.
Were you the youngest?
I was the youngest.
That's did it in age order
Yeah.
then, like parents, and usually the mum, because the mum's writing the card, puts her name first. But see this.
What do you write? Is it Jess and Anthony from Jess and Anthony, or is it from Anthony and Jess?
It depends whose family it's going to.
Right.
So if it's going to my family,
I mean, let's put it
It'll
another
be-
way. Did you pay for it,
I always
or
pay
did
for
Jess
it.
pay for it?
I always pay for it.
Okay.
But nonetheless, if it's going to my family,
Yeah.
and I don't like writing cards. I'll be very honest. Cards, I never know what to write. I always feel like an idiot writing them. So for me, I'm just like, nah, I'll just delegate it off.
I hate
Jess.
writing lots of love, from Kieran. Like I'm just right from Kieran.
Yeah, it's very personal.
Hi, Anthony. There's a thing that says happy birthday with the thing in there and the message. I don't need to add another
No,
message.
I don't think so.
I just need to write from Kieran. I know you don't care about the card.
Nah.
Kids don't care about the card.
No.
It is a lie that we tell the kids
Hallmark.
to open the card first.
Hallmark have this great scam.
I throw out the cards. I don't keep the cards.
Hallmark have this great scam of selling women a $4 piece of paper. It's amazing how they've done that. And they make it feel like it's so meaningful. And I don't understand. I always go to, like, if you go to, what's it called? Like that typo.
Yeah.
The card's like $4 each.
Yeah.
We go to even Coles, they're like $4 each. But if you go to like those Asian $2 each shop type things, they're like $1 a card.
Which is amazing.
And no one looks, like you said, no one looks at the card.
I used to sell 3D pop-up cards.
Yes.
Now, they have a special value in that the person, it's almost like that's the gift in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because something pops up 3D and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, this person's so thoughtful.
You know, I don't understand.
I got this for the admin staff at my work,
Yeah.
right? Just happy Easter. They got a little bit of some chocolates
Yeah.
and the card. They fucking loved the 3D pop-up card.
Yeah.
The chocolates were actually insignificant
Wow.
to the 3D pop-up card. And same thing again, it's because I'm male. I don't,
Admin staff not caring about chocolate? Are you serious?
They loved, no, because no one else has got them a 3D
That's
pop-up
true.
card.
That's
I had
true.
gone from mediocre person who works at this organization to number one. Number one. Any issue that I had, sorted.
I like
Absolutely
the fact,
sorted.
I like the fact that you always try to persuade the admin staff. Like, you really make an effort. You make an effort with the top of the chain and right at the bottom. And that's it. No one else.
No one else. No, the admin staff can make your life living hell, or they can have things fixed really quickly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Really quickly.
That's very true. Like I said, going back to card writing, like if I'm writing it to my mum or dad or something, I'll put my name first, and then Jess, and then Dweez.
Right.
But I think when Jess writes cards, I'm pretty sure she'd put her name first, and then mine, and then Dweez.
Then Dweez.
Yeah. We're at that stage now.
Dweez I could understand, but if you also take like the academic view of the order of the names, Dweezil is the most important person.
I would say so. It depends.
You should write a card from Anthony, Dweezil, and Jess.
Oh, then
And then tell Jess that, she's the most important person because she's last.
I don't think she'll see it that way, but we'll see how that goes. I don't have to write a card for a while. Like I said, I don't buy a card for my dad.
Yeah.
I really don't buy a card for my mum.
Uh-huh.
The last card I wrote was for my nonna.
Yeah.
And
Your wedding's coming up. I've got to get you a card.
you don't have to.
I'm going to find you the most rudest card.
You can do whatever you want, man. I just don't care.
And I'm going to deduct it from the cash I'm going to give you. Here's your cash, like excluding GST or including GST. I'm going to go including card fee.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. For the first time ever, my dad's side of the family, because it's a big family, right? We've got dad's one of five, and they've got the sibling, their partners, they're all married. That's already 10 people off the bat, plus all the adult cousins. There's a lot of adult cousins, plus their partner stuff.
Yeah.
And we've gone, you know what? We're going to finally just... How many bottles of... the $5 bottles of wine can you get? Something like, can we trade around? How many panettones can we swap around? We're finally going to go a $50 KK. How's that? Awesome. You give it an idea of some things you want, like 3 or 4 ideas so people can, hone in.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. And so everyone pulled their names out of the hats.
Yep.
And then the family member we don't talk to anymore for various reasons. And I'll never tell that on the show, but I'll tell you that in person.
Excellent.
They're not even invited to the wedding. Like, that's how bad, right? That gentleman there said, do we include the cost of the wrapping paper and the card and the sticky tape in the cost of the $50? And you could just see this in this whole family situation, this collective oh God, collective groan sigh. And he got quite upset about...
Say no more. I know why this man is not coming to the wedding.
We're just like, oh no, that's just part of...
That's just expenses you have to incur.
Yeah, that's just an incur. It's going to be matched on your side.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Your work doesn't pay for your petrol or the cost of you getting to work.
No, that's right. But my favourite bit was I'm pretty sure this is true, and I'm trying to remember because this was maybe 15 years ago. I was pretty young.
Mate, don't let truth get in the way of a good story.
Fine. I'm pretty sure one of the things that he asked for was... like a certain type of car oil, like the big liter, like the $50, basically $50. So, and I'm pretty sure one of my cousins got him, who was an adult, and instead of getting him a wrapping paper, he just put one of those bows on the front.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, that's fun. Like,
that's
what are you going to do? Wrap up a bottle of oil.
Yeah.
And
it's not square or rectangle. It's hard to wrap up.
Yeah, exactly. Or you don't want to put it in a bag because it'll rip the bag because it weighs 10 kilos. And the gentleman got quite upset that he didn't get any wrapping paper or a card with just a bow on the front of him. But he chose oil for Christmas. I understand that getting some utilitarian type stuff for Christmas. Like, hey, Mum, look, buy me some undies and some socks. I need those.
I never understood the undies and sock thing, right?
Yeah.
I would love to get undies and socks now.
Because you don't want to waste... You feel like that's a waste of your money to buy. That's like my mum at my birthday.
And I would never get myself, for everyday wear, nice underwear or nice socks. I always felt like if I've been gifted underwear or socks, it's a little bit more than what I would spend.
Yeah, that's true. True. It's the same for me, where I'll just keep wearing the same runners until they fall apart.
Yeah.
But my mum will be like, oh, for your birthday, I'll buy you a new pair of runners. I'm like, yeah, I could, $150, $200 pair of runners. I need those. I probably wouldn't buy them because I can't
see, I'm the same thing. My runners fall apart.
Yeah.
Because I hate going to shopping centres.
Yeah.
And I feel like runners are just ones you have to try on.
No, I'm good with the Asics, man. The Asics I can buy online these days.
Yeah.
I bought these ones online for $100 and I was pretty wrapped. But I'll tell you what, it's one of those. It's like not buying things like that or getting things for your birthday, Christmas, whatever it is, that are sort of in that vein where you would need them anyway. Like even at Christmas, I loved getting. The only time I liked getting gift cards was at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I would always ask for ones for Maya. Because then the next day at the Boxing Day sales, I would go to Maya and buy my new work shoes for the year.
Ah, right.
And that way I've got them. I chuck out the old ones when I go back into work after my break. Brand new shoes, a brown pair, a black pair, looking sharp, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
See, I just thought I'm going to use them. I'm going to use it
See, that's smart.
To buy things I don't want to spend.
I hate the gift card thing because they end up in my wallet.
Yeah.
And then it's 3 years later and I'm like, I've got gift cards.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, fuck, they've all expired.
Yeah. They don't expire anymore, which is good. And I do, like I said, I've ranted about hating gift cards before on the show. It's one of the things I hate. But it's the only time, but I always ask, certain people, because they don't like giving cash, but they like giving the gift card. If I get the gift card from Maya, because I'll go to Maya the next day. and I know exactly what I'm buying. I'll
Yeah.
look for 2 pairs of shoes, subtly different, but
Yeah.
definitely like different styles, different colors, like black and a brown. I'm ready for the work year.
You're done. You're ready.
And
Fantastic.
it's good. I get 2 new pairs of shoes, chuck out the old ones, fresh start. You know, and maybe a new belt. And then I've got like the staples. You know what I mean? Like some staples that you really can't go wrong with.
I'm pretty sure our listeners don't give a fuck about your shoes or belts or staples.
That's true. That's true. Well, I've only got 2 little things to talk about today.
No rant!
It's kind of rants. There's
Okay.
definitely one rant, but we'll talk about this one first. I was talking to someone about some things, and we were just like judging things, and you know how you sit around, you talk to people, you yell about things, you judge people. It's all good, and then people go, "Oh, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover," you know?
Yes, you should judge
And
a book by its cover.
I'm like, I got real irate at this person. I'm like, no, how else do you rate a book? That's like saying, oh, don't rate a film by its movie trailer. It's like, no, that's exactly how you should rate it. It's built that front cover of a book, front cover of like a DVD cover or a game cover or whatever it is specifically designed to entice you to look at that medium.
For you to be attracted to it and pick it up.
And pick it up and look at it and want to do whatever that activity is. So for you to go, don't judge a book by its cover, you are purposely going out of your way to say, do not do exactly what that thing that you're talking about's intention is.
I would always go for the shiny ones in primary school, like the shiny books when you would go to the library. The shiny ones were always shit books.
I remember in year 6, you had to still take a book out each week from the library, and it's sort of like I didn't want to take any of the books out of the library because I was reading. Like my mum has a very extensive book collection, as you've seen.
She is an English teacher.
She's an English teacher, and I was just always reading those books. But so every week, I'm like, what am I going to get? And me and my mates are like, we don't want to. It's a library. It's a primary school library. It's tiny. It's crap. What are we going to take out? So every week for the whole year, we used to take out grug books. Because it's still a book.
Yeah.
And we could quickly read it. And they go, did you read the book? I did. I read Grug.
Yeah.
It's a classic Australian character, a bit of Australiana in you. And thoroughly enjoyed reading Grug all year. This was like, for me, it was like my Garfield. You know? Classic Grug in the cart, like we're doing the go-karts. Fantastic. I would highly recommend boycotting the system in the best possible way, and then reading Grug. But I judged a book by its cover. It had Grug at the front, cool looking character. I liked it. Read the rest. Yeah.
We judge everything by its cover.
Well, you have to.
Even today, I think we do it more today.
I mean, that's why Netflix, as soon as you stop for more than half a second on a film or television show,
it starts
playing the trailer, because they're like, otherwise no one will watch this.
Otherwise you'll turn the thing off and move.
Yeah, move to the next thing. Keep scrolling through.
Yeah, the next app. That's right.
I mean, that's how Tinder works. You don't have a 10-minute conversation with someone and then go, would you like to date? No.
It's basically hot or not.
Hot or not,
Yeah.
It across the board. Judging a book by its cover is exactly the way the world works.
To deny that truth, you're an idiot.
And the other thing is, I was going into the supermarket, and supermarket shopping during these times
I fucking hate supermarket
is
shopping.
probably the worst thing you can do. But if I could do one thing, it's still avoid self-serve checkout when I do a decent sized shop. If I'm buying a couple of packs of chips or something, or just picking up a couple of items, some deli items, I'll just go through the self-serve. Don't mind doing that. When I've got a big shop of things, I'm going to let someone do the scanning and bagging.
Do you know what? I really like the person who does the scanning and the bagging. Now, Aldi is a different experience, because Aldi, they scan it, and then you got to like, it gets thrown into your trolley.
Yeah, it's great.
And then but it's good. It's efficient.
I
It's
love
fine.
it.
But this,
I play a game with them, and Jess will put stuff on, and I'll be on the other end collecting it all.
Yeah.
And that way, it's like, it's I love it.
Yeah.
It's a team effort, Aldi.
Except for I get really shitty because I've got the Apple Watch and I've got my wallet on my phone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And if I have someone in front of me who's got to whip out their wallet, find their card, put in the fucking pin, I'm like, oh my God, you are just slowing this process down. But no, there's something nice about going to the supermarket and them bagging it for you.
Oh yeah, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
I feel, and you're right. Especially as I said, when you buy lots of things, you go, nah, bag it up and I'll carry it all out. I'm already doing the work by putting it out of the trolley onto the conveyor belt. I'm making the small talk with you.
Would you
How's
pay,
your day?
Would you pay for someone? Oh fuck! Do you know what? That fucking how was your day? Number one, they don't care about my day.
No,
They do not give a fuck. Why? I used to actually get peeved when people were like, "Hey, how are you?" Because I'm like, you don't care about me. You don't care about my day. Why are you actually asking me how are you?
it's just one of those things.
I know it's a polite necessity. It's like on the radio when someone calls up, like the radio person is doing their radio show, and it's like, oh, we got Frank from Geelong, and he's like, oh, hey, how you going? It's like everyone ringing up is saying, hey, how you going? He's already answered how he's going.
Yeah, but
you got to get to the
point. It's a natural instinct in your brain, like you're on the phone and you go, hey, how you doing? That's such a very Australian
when I do
thing.
that with you, I potentially give a fuck for maybe a few seconds.
I don't think I've ever said, how you doing on the phone. I'm like, hey man, or Kieran, what do you want? I don't think we ever answer the phone and go, hey, how you doing, buddy?
No, I don't.
I do it on the podcast and that's about it. Every other time it's like, what? You alright? I'm in the supermarket. I'm looking for the bitters. Where is this aisle? I don't know, Kieran. I will go to a different supermarket to you.
How many times have I called you from the supermarket? Actually, I'm calling Jess, but she may not answer, so I call you.
You call me, and I just go, I'm just going to ignore that one. And then you move straight to Jess. And then Jess picks it up, thinks it might be something important.
Yeah.
Never is.
And it's like, Jess, I'm in the cordial aisle, but I can't find the bitters.
Yeah, maybe look at the liquor store. It's alcoholic.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm putting my groceries on the conveyor belt, and I'm next.
Yeah.
And the other person pays. It's all good. And then the lady who's about to serve me, the checkout chick that's about to serve me, turns away from me to the Darrow buying the Herald Sun and a pack of darts.
Now he's obviously cutting the queue.
He is.
You never pick that aisle. The aisle where they serve you, and then they've also got.
Sometimes that is the shortest line, and it's the only aisle open.
Okay, number. Okay, a few things here, Turch. I'm a little bit older than you, a little bit more experienced in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Never choose that aisle that they serve you, but they could also serve other customers the smokes and the paper, because they were always cut in front. Always. And I don't care if that line's shorter. It's okay, Turch. It's like going through an airport. When you go through an airport and you've got different security lines, you want to find the line with the Asians. Now, I'm not being...
But the Asians are the one getting the Herald Sun and the darts.
No. Because they've got a thing for slip-on shoes. They
Is this really happening?
Like, they're the business professionals. You know what I'm talking about? They've got a thing for slip-on shoes. They've don't wear a belt, or they're very quick to take the belt off. They're very organised. The laptop's ready to go. Mm-hmm. The line might be longer, but it's quicker. Never get stuck behind the family or the parents with the kids travelling economy class.
No.
And the yelling and the screaming. It's like that in supermarkets.
Well,
don't ever get behind that line.
But that's
what you want to find.
I was next in line. I was definitely next in line.
You want to find the line.
I was there first.
Yeah, but you want to find the line with single dads.
Yeah.
That is the line. Dads that are divorced. That's the line you want.
Yeah, of course. And I'm saying to you, I went up to there. I was next.
Yeah.
I already had some of my stuff on the conveyor belt because I had more stuff in the trolley.
Uh-huh.
And the person in front of me pays.
Yeah.
I'm next. She should start scanning and bagging.
Yeah.
And what does she do? She turns around and the Darrow at the back. Oh, love. Give me a pack of them Winfield. You know what I mean? Like, oh, bloody hell, that's expensive, isn't it? Yeah. Man, this person's got more tar in his lungs than we do on our roads at the moment. Yet he gets preference. And I think that's the big thing that gets me the most. If you were to try and do that at a liquor store or any other shop and cut in front and go, I'm buying these drugs, I deserve to be put in front of someone who's buying everything else in the shop. That's like going to Aldi and picking up just one bottle of whiskey and then just being able to cut in front of the person that already has stuff on their trolley. That's the equivalent to me. You're still buying a legal drug, but you get special preference for some reason because you're going to be quicker. Like, I understand. There might be an older gentleman or older lady behind me and she's got like one thing. And I'll let them go in front. It's my good deed done for the year, right? But they get special treatment for something. How much of a deterrent would it be if people who wanted to buy cigarettes had to wait in line like everybody else?
Why don't you speak up? You should have told her that you were very dissatisfied with the service, especially when she asks, how are you going? Well, then you can be like, well, I'm not going very well because that man cut the line.
Oh, look, I was listening to a podcast, so I had the headphones on the whole experience, and then I only take them off when I'm talking, like, look, what, after that encounter.
I mean, you had a perfect answer for the how are you going. The how are you going.
Well, you know what? Next time that happens and I remember this conversation that we've had, I will do so, and I will report back to you. I'll even give you a call, and you will get a... You know what? I'll call you why the encounter isn't happening.
Oh, good. Put me on FaceTime.
And you can see...
Yeah. I will back you up. I will be there backing you up. And I will chime in, and I will tell this shopkeeper who's probably 16 years of age, they don't get to cut.
No, the 16-year-olds can't serve cigarettes. You have to be of age to serve cigarettes.
Well, there you go.
Same as like liquor.
I guess that's probably a good thing. Probably.
Who cares?
I don't know. I don't buy cigarettes.
Can you serve? Well, do you have to be over 18 to buy sex toys?
I have figured out
porn.
I have figured out the times to go to the shops when no one's around. And I'm very proud of myself because I hate the shopping centres.
Yeah.
I don't like going there. There's people that get in my way. I'm on a mission. I know what I want. Get the fuck out of my way. And I've found those times, and I'm very happy with my life.
I'm very proud of you.
I don't make these mistakes. Turch, you've got a little bit of growing up to do. You're picking the wrong grocery queues. You don't know the time of day to go to the shops. Stick with me and you'll go far.
I'm learning every time we do a show. I learn a little bit more about the life of a single ladies, a single male living with housemates who also has a doctorate. I'm learning a little bit more about you every single time.
Wait till you go travelling with me, Turch. What an experience that is at the airport. You will have an overseas.
God. You know what? Thank fuck for Corona.
Because as soon as I can take you to Vietnam, unbelievable. You're going to have the time of your life.
Oh, yeah.
With me as your personal tour guide.
Is there anything in Vietnam for you that is off limits?
What do you mean?
Like, you go there and, like, food, drink, activities. Is there anything for you that you feel is off limits?
Street food.
Oh, I'm definitely eating street food.
No, hear me out. If I can see them cook it in front of me, I'll eat the street food. If I'm a little bit then I stick away from the street food.
That's okay. That's actually not a bad rule. I'll give you that one. All right. You got some news? I've only got one article today. I've been really fucking lazy. I'm really fucking tired.
Well, I know where there's a banned word that we're not talking about. It's just shit times. We're just waiting for the world to be a better place.
Oh, that's right. Look, in a month, in just a month and 2 days, we're going to be drinking like fucking kings somewhere in the city.
Somewhere and hey, whoa. We may be in the city.
That's
we
where
may not be in the city.
Look, I'm not going to a strip club anywhere in the suburbs.
we may be on a riverboat gambling cruise.
Sure, but the river, where's the river? I'm not going to...
The Murray River?
The Murray, yeah. We're going to drive up to the Murray. Then I don't want those strippers.
The best strippers that Aubrey can provide.
A lot of C-sections here tonight. Give it up for the pregnant ladies.
Aubrey Wodonga, Turch, those...
Oh, man, I'm not getting anywhere fucking near that border.
That community...
That's a red zone over there.
That community is needing a lot of economic support right now.
Well, you know what? What do you got for us, Kieran?
An influencer sells digital love for $1 million.
That's pretty good.
A Polish influencer has become the first person in the world to sell her digital love. Martina Retnal, who's better known by her online persona Martini Retni, cashed in close to 1 million PLN, I don't know what that is equivalent to, after a mystery buyer spent $250,000 for her motions with a digital token called an NFT, a non-fungible token.
Mm-hmm.
The token is a new model for the exchange of work of art. NFTs are pretty exciting and pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't get them.
I don't get them either.
Uh-huh.
But, there she is, Turch, there she is having lunch with a wine.
Lovely. Nice rack.
Yeah. There she is giving a love heart.
Yeah.
And so someone spent $1 million. So basically, it's now OnlyFans, but actually she keeps her clothes on.
That's pretty good. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. I mean, that's like all the Twitch streamers. Like, they just play games and talk, and people pay them to do that, even though they're not overly good at the games.
Could we do Twitch?
I don't see why not.
I don't know how Twitch works.
Well, you know what? That could be something you can organise.
I don't play games.
I got our YouTube account banned.
Yeah, so
least you could do is try to get us on Twitch and then banned.
Banned. I like it. All right. I feel like we're very good at getting banned.
We're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
We're not banned off Twitter yet, or Facebook.
Twitter's a bit like the wild, wild west.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to get. I mean, if Trump can get banned, maybe there is hope for us to getting banned.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll get there. They can have pornography on Twitter. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, they allow when Tumblr stopped allowing pornography, everyone went to Twitter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, where else are you going to post your fan fiction?
Well, Twitter is what generates people go onto Twitter, find these, hotties, and then most of them find them, then go to their OnlyFans.
Yeah. I reviewed a bunch of OnlyFans women on Twitter with my friend's Man Brain.
So Instagram is a little bit more tame, a little bit more family friendly.
Well, that's owned by Facebook, that's why.
And then Twitter's just its own thing, and then OnlyFans is its only other thing. So
it's its only thing. No.
It's its only, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Kieran, very exciting times for sport at the moment. It is the Olympic Games. It's the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo in 2021. They're all being COVID safe over there. A lot of fucking, apparently. A lot of sex going on already.
Well, they're allowed, apparently, they're not allowed to have sex.
No.
But they're allowed to go down and grab as many condoms as they want.
Yeah.
But no sex because of COVID.
Well, that's fine. What do you? They're definitely having sex.
They're professional athletes, and I'm sure they abide by the rules.
I'm sure that they are fucking like rabbits over there.
Do you know they're only allowed to arrive 5 days before their event, and once their event's finished, they have 48 hours to leave.
Yeah. There you go.
So they've got to get in all the fucking.
Got to get it done.
That they can get done.
You got 18 to 25-year-olds in the peak physical fitness of their life that potentially have won a medal. They are going to be fucking as soon as they fucking can.
Yeah.
Whether
that press conference is done, they are
masked off,
and they've got 48 hours before they're out.
Mask on, condom on. They could probably get at least 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah.
They're ready to rock and roll.
But did you see the way they made their beds?
Nah, I didn't see that.
The bed. So the beds. There's been criticism because it's considered to be non-fuckable beds. So they've got a mattress, but they're on like these like cardboard pillars. So like if you start to like rock and forth, the bed sort of like collapse.
You know what, mate? You can fuck anywhere. People, you know.
No, it's hilarious because the government or the Olympic Games, because they put this in as a COVID-safe measure to stop the fucking.
Oh. I'm glad that things are happening.
Which is hilarious because I'm just like, now they've made their sleeping arrangements uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they're just going to go anywhere to fuck.
It's true.
Yeah.
They'll just rent a hotel somewhere else and no one will give a shit. But the best thing was the opening ceremony happened very exciting. All the countries coming in. The South Korean broadcast has been coming under a little bit of scrutiny.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's not you know what? The Western world's very PC. And as you go more east, apart from Australia, obviously, more east into the Asian countries, the less PC things get.
Okay.
So what they've done is, like Italy came on the screen, and to give people an idea of what the country's about, they said Italy and a picture of a pizza. There was a few others. Let me get these up because they're all great.
Oh, so this is what South Korea did.
Yeah, South Korea. Look, pizza for Italy and Dracula for Romania. South Korean broadcast apologized for its Olympic inexcusable mistake. There was a few others as well, but here we go. I got it on my phone, but yeah, they did like a picture of a pizza for Italy. They did something else for.
Can I say that's just?
I think it's great. Like if you go into, here we go. Chernobyl for Ukraine.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Norway they had salmon, and Haiti they had upheaval. Have a look at this. Just
Do you know? But if this was sign language, it would be appropriate.
Look at that.
That's great. That's brilliant.
Oh yeah, there you go, Chernobyl.
Yeah. All right. So in the sign language world,
yeah,
because signing is, you know how we say how you going, like they would just say like you going,
yeah,
like it's a shorter thing, and then and then your name, rather than spelling out your name, they give you a symbol,
yeah,
and so, but in a way we might consider it quite offensive. So if you're I don't know, you've got a beard, right?
Yeah.
So they might just sort of strike a beard, which means Turch. Or because you're Italian, they might just actually do a pizza sign.
Yeah.
Or bearded pizza.
Yeah,
as
perfect.
in like the man who's from Italy who eats pizza, like.
Perfect. I know that guy.
Yeah.
I got a whole family full.
Which is I just think that's great. Well done.
I don't understand why people are upset. Because if you were to tell me one thing about Italy, okay, or pizza.
So they would have convicts for Australians.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Chernobyl is in the Ukraine. I get that. Like, makes sense to me. Probably, maybe they could have chosen something better. But if you were to say, tell me one thing you know about Ukraine.
Chernobyl is the only
thing I know about Ukraine, If someone said, hey, tell me something about Haiti, I'd be like, I don't know.
Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah, a lot of upheaval. I'm gonna go with that. Like, I'm sure with the USA they had big, McDonald's logo. Yeah. Fine, perfect. Or China they would have had perfectly normal things because it's China. But I
wonder what they had for North Korea.
I don't think North Korea even at the Olympics.
Or are they competing with Korea?
No, it's definitely North and South separate.
Okay, because once one of the Olympics actually competed together.
Yeah, it must have been ages ago though. My favorite fact about North and South Korea is that the South Koreans are about 3 to 4 inches taller than the North Koreans, simply because of capitalism.
Yeah, and they can actually eat.
Yeah, and they're not malnourished. So they're actually taller, and they're on the border of.
It's amazing. Capitalism, beautiful thing.
It's not the greatest system on earth, but god damn it, there's nothing better.
There is nothing better. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. All right, I've got another story. Another story. Oh, sorry. If we've still got listeners, let's just digress for a moment. I know you must be excited. In 2034, we only pay 30% tax.
Still too high.
Yeah, but it's a threshold. It doesn't matter. We don't scale up anymore. That's like the highest.
That's good.
Yeah.
Lower it. Even lower.
I think it should be lower, but I'm like, that's bloody
It's
brilliant.
a start. Anyway.
We're at the start of an equal,
By then, we'll be earning so much that it won't even matter. Because it will just all tax deductible, baby. Oh.
All right, here it is. There's a bit of a shortage around the world.
Condoms?
And Taco Bell's menu has been hit by nationwide shortages of ingredients.
Oh.
The menu at Taco Bell might be limited these days, with quick service restaurant trained warning customers that it might not be able to fill their current appetite hankerings. Sorry if we can't feed you can't crave. Due to a national ingredient shortages and delivery delays, we may be out of some items. They're not expecting to get some of their ingredients for 11 months.
Fucking hell. What are they missing? Like, what's the, like, meat?
No, it's like their hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
They're like some taco shells. Just like, but
I'm amazed.
Some of it's not even just like the taco shells. It's the cardboard, like the boxes,
like the boxes
that they put
that would
these
be import, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe. There you go. I just know I'm amazed that there's no shortage of chopsticks in Japan and China, because 50 or 60% of the chopsticks used by the country is actually produced in America.
Fuck off.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Wow.
It's some really crazy thing. Actually, can we finish with this one rant?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. When you tell someone a fact that you know, and they call you out, and you go, that's ridiculous, that's not true, it's all fake, you're lying. And then you have to prove to them that you are telling the truth. So this is the story.
I'm listening.
I feel like you know this. You've done this before, because you're like, I have this fact that I know, I learnt from somewhere.
All right, so here's a fact. All right, I'll give you a fact that might seem a little bit weird.
Okay.
There is more forest in the world growing now than being destroyed.
I would say that's very true.
Yeah.
Here's one that I know. Ants count their steps.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
I did not know that.
Okay, and this is how they found out.
Yeah.
And then this is where it gets ridiculous. This is what I was telling Jess. Okay, ants count their steps. It's an amazing thing. She goes, how? How do they know? Well, what they did was they got ants and they grouped them up into three. So normal ants, regular sized legs. And then they got other ants and they cut their legs shorter to make them shorter. And then they got other ants and made their legs longer. But they only did that after they walked away from their home base, like the anthill. And what they did was they either shortened the legs or extended the legs, and then got them to walk back to their anthill. And the ones with the shorter legs didn't make it and stopped.
Uh-huh.
And the ones with longer legs just walked way past it.
Which, if that's the case, that's the results you would expect.
Exactly right, because if they're counting like 50 steps, they did that way, and then suddenly got longer legs, they're taking bigger strides, they're taking 50 steps, they're going far away. If it's shorter legs, they got not as close to the anthill. And that's how they did it. And Jess, bullshit, you're making this up, because it does sound ridiculous. But I'm not smart enough to come up with something this funny.
No, I've known you for quite a while, longer than Jess, and
by about 2 days.
Slightly longer than Jess, but I've known you longer than Jess.
True. And anyway, so I had to this was like at 11:30 at night while we were in bed. I had to pull up my phone and find the study they did. They go, look, see? And then she's like, I don't want to read that. It's too long. That's why I gave you the synopsis. You judged a book by its cover, Jess.
She did judge a book by its cover.
And you should have But you weren't into it. See? Maybe you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
See, I believe you, Turch. I believe you.
It's good little... I thought it was always funny.
That's great. Do you know the other massive thing that I know about ants is a certain type of ant that when there's floods and they sense that the rain's coming, they actually...
Do we need an animal corner sound?
Yeah, they actually group together, and there's like 3 ants on top of each other, and they group together and they actually build their own raft.
Of themselves,
and because there's the ones on the bottom, there's the middle and the top, but they create air pockets. So then because they're all grouped together, and then they just float down the rain, the river that's been created.
It's amazing,
and they can all breathe because they've created those air pockets.
That's amazing.
Is that not amazing?
It's pretty amazing. That's just as amazing as it walking further than it needs to because it had slightly longer legs in a study.
Like anyway, ants are pretty fascinating.
I would say so. We're going to do like an animal show.
Welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast, where we just provide shit.
400 facts you really didn't need to know. Kieran, that's all I've got for today.
I've got nothing more.
Fantastic. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like this, you should follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, some death threats, a rant.
Or facts about ants.
Facts about ants. Record it on your phone and email us at weonlydoonetakePodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, so good to see you again.
And make sure the ant has a good cover or something like that, whatever you send us, because we will judge it.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers, guys, come on. Give me the 5-star rating, baby. Give me the 5-star. That's all I want, baby. That's all I want. I'll fuck all the beautiful girls in the goddamn world. They'll fuck a 10-star. I just want 5. 5, baby. Just 5.